Hello everyone, my name is Roy. Today I'm going to talk about a handbook with the title of Art for Inclusion, a handbook for supporting children with Down syndrome. It emphasizes of how we use art to promote development and self-expressions. So the objective of this handbook is to help parents, teachers, and caretakers to understand how arts can help the development of children with Down syndrome, physically, cognitively, socially, and emotionally. And early intervention is very important for us to find out what are the problems or challenges that faced by the Down syndrome children and help to discover the way and method to help them. And role of art actually play a very important role in child development, which it helps in their development milestones such as physical, cognitive, emotional, and social. So by understanding the developmental needs, art and craft can actually support physical development, for example, to support their fine motor skills, also their gross motor skills. When it comes to drawing or maybe painting. Besides, cutting or coloring within lines also will help to improve their hand-eye coordinations. And next, it will be the cognitive development of the children. So art activities help children to improve their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. It also fosters their independence. By doing art activities, it also helps children to understand abstract concepts which they cannot be seen clearly in their daily life. For example, shape, size, symmetry, and distance. So it also helps in children's engagement and memory retentions by doing similar activities. Next, art and craft can also support their social development. So art and craft, which involve group works, like a big project, normally fostering their teamwork, art is actually an outlet for children to express their feelings and thoughts, non-verbally or verbal communication through discussions. So by lending art materials to children, it also helps to foster and strengthen children's friendships and also help them to show some moral values such as sympathy and empathy. Next is emotional development. Art activities is a platform for children to express their feelings. Some art activities have calming effect, and it also teaches them about stress management. Art activity also contributes to emotional resilience. It also builds children's self-esteem and self-worth. So there are many different kinds of art forms support development, and in this handbook I have categorized it as 4: visual art and craft, performing art, literary art, and digital art. So basically, all these art forms help in physical, social, emotional, and cognitive development. So the examples of visual art and craft are painting, pottery, drawing, and knitting. As for performing art, dancing, theatre, music, choir. Literary art includes storytelling, poetry, creative writing, while digital art includes some tools such as Procreate, Scratch nails, and also photography activities. So what are the benefits of sensory play and self-expressions through art? So basically, sensory play and self-expressions helps to improve children's sensory system. It also helps in developing children's cognitive development and fine motor skills as well. Besides, it also helps in their emotional development. It also boosts their self-confidence, improve their creativity, and also their social skills. So John Pages says that play is the work of the children. And Maria Montessori also says that senses, being explorers of the world, open the way to knowledge. So these two philosophers have emphasized the importance of sensory plays as well. So what are the successful art-based approaches for children with special needs? The first one will be art therapy. which provide a safe place for children to express their thoughts. Sensory art activities with different sensory materials for them to engage their senses. Collaborative art projects which encourage teamwork. Routine-based art sessions which help students feel secure and ready to engage. Music and art fusions also allows multisensory experience for children to express their feelings through art. So there are a few techniques for engagement. Firstly will be individual education plans. We can also use visual aids such as visual schedules, color-coded instructions, interactive visual tools. Educators should create a supportive and inclusive environment for children to feel safe. Use simple instructions, step-by-step guidance. Promote collaborations and also scaffolding or provide minimum guidance and oral demonstrations. The materials that we use should be safe and sensory friendly, such as easy to grip tools, non-toxic demonstrables, collage supplies, texture materials, clay or Play-Doh. These are the materials that we can use when it comes to art activities for special needs students. Making art inclusive is very important as it helps to foster a supportive and equitable learning environment, regardless of students' abilities, backgrounds, or needs, to make them feel valued and empowered. So there are some of the ways to make class inclusive. Firstly, we should allow different levels of participations for all students to engage as their own ability. For example, it can be done by accommodations and assimilations by the teachers. Secondly, educators should offer various tools and adapting tools for children to choose on their own about what are the materials that they need to use to express themselves. And thirdly, collaborative work and scaffolding is also important to make a class inclusive so that no children is left out. And lastly, hands-on, sensory-rich learning experience should be provided to all students so that they can feel included in class. Parents and educators play important roles in creating supportive learning environments. What can a parent or an educator do? Firstly, they can establish structured routine schedules. The schedule can be presented in room or in the classroom. They can also design a quiet, safe, well-organized play or study area at home or in the classroom. Thirdly, positive reinforcement is very important. It can motivate the students in learning as well. Next, parents and educators should cultivate trust and mutual respect by showing genuine care to the students. And this strong relationship will help to create a safe environment for students to learn. And children are more likely to learn when they see it modeled by parents and educators. So both parents and educators should show enthusiasm for learning too. And regular sharing between the teachers and parents help both parties to understand the children better, encouraging early intervention and reinforcing the values. So some of the ways to integrate art into daily routines, such as, for example, at home, parents can cook creatively, which also involve the children to make. Mass play with flour or kinetic sand, providing a reading corner, scribble wall using washable paints or markers, and parents can also bring them for a nature walk. While in the classroom, subject integrations is very important by using art. For example, mathematics, we can use geometry. Science, we can use some experiments. And as for other language, we can include learning through play. Collaborative projects helps in their social development, which is very important as well. Art and sensory plays can be done by providing various sensory materials. Visual cues such as visual schedules can be presented or displayed in the class. Using a movement can help, especially when it comes to motor skills. So to conclude, art is very important when it comes to creating an inclusive environment for children, especially those with special needs. So parents and educators must be active to learn and understand about their needs and their abilities, so as to integrate art in their daily routine to help them to develop better in the aspect of physical, emotions, socials, and also connective. Thank you.